So stabilization is key. And these tools are really awesome, and they're also different. And even though there's new technology, there's still some things I like about the GlideCam. So let's check out what. So I call this a GlideCam, but it's just a Chinese version. It's the Liang stabilizer, but it's been working really awesome for me. So I filmed a whole bunch of events, lots of different promo videos with the GlideCam, and it's just really fantastic to get that really dynamic movement. The combination I've got is the A7S with the 24 to 240 lens, and this is such a versatile combination because you can fly it and you're 24mm full frame, so it's still quite wide. And then you can just, if you got sometimes you rest it on your phone or on your hip or on your belt, and then you just put your eye up to there and you just grab it with your left hand, and then you just, I use autofocus a fair bit in video, and you just grab focus and you shoot it. Or if you need to, you just grab the focus wheel and just change your frame. And the shots are still pretty, not too bad. They're not, they're not the most stable, but they're definitely, I can get shots even all the way up to 240. And it's just great to have that versatility. And then just quickly roll back to wide on 24mm and then just fly around the subject as if nothing's ever happened. So it's great to have that versatility. And that's probably what I'm going to miss when I'm using gimbal stabilizers. Because there's just not enough room, the gimbal's in the way, and they'll probably improve in future, they'll redesign it. I have seen someone who's put this kind of thing on their gimbal, which looks pretty cool, but then it changes the dynamic of it and makes it a bit bigger, etc. So yeah, this has got its own place. And also another thing about the stabilizer over the gimbal is that with the gimbal, you get a lot of up and down motion, but with this, this handle here, it's sort of gonna stop a lot of the really obvious up and down motion. So this is also helpful for just floating without that kind of movement. All right, so let's check out the new gimbal. 这是一个 Zhiyun crane. So this is my Zhiyun or Zhiyun crane. And essentially this is fantastic because it's like whatever shot you have in your mind, you can just get it. So for example, if you see some people with some documents on the table, you can just raise it up and then get a shot like straight down. You don't have to set up a tripod really high. You can just get the shot, and then you can think of the shot and you can get it. So this thing is such a versatile tool, and it makes it so easy. So you don't have to think about technique so much. You can just visualize the shot, and you can just basically emulate it straight away. So you don't have to think about anything as long as you balance it. And this is a fantastic tool. It's really easy to work with, and it's also really, really compact. I can just pack it down, take the battery off, and it's basically really portable and very compact. Probably a negative about it is that I can't do what I was saying I can do with the GlideCam. I mean, I can turn off the gimbal and then put my eye out to it, but then I don't want to have both hands on the camera because then I think it'll stress the motors. So even though I've got the gimbal turned off, I think it's still not the best idea. It's doable, but again, this thing is kind of like shaking all around and I can't really stop it from shaking. And I don't want to put my eye up here when the gimbal's on. So that, as well as the motor's kind of in the way. And I know that people that have the Canon DSLRs or the GH4, GH5 and stuff like that, they can flip out the screen. So that makes it easier to operate, especially if you're down really low, and just stops this from getting in the way from looking at the screen. That's just sort of a disadvantage of this design, I suppose, but again, it'll probably improve with the next version. That's probably the main negative. Other than that, it can take like heavier lenses, the same setup that I just showed you on my GlideCam with my A7S and the 24 to 240 lens. That works on this one, but the screen is so far pushed back to here that it's so difficult to see the screen. So that's just what I find. Apart from that, this thing's awesome. And even if I want to, if I'm using a light lens like this one, which is just a kit lens, 16-50, which does the job, I can sort of flip out the screen there to give me a bit of viewing opportunity for doing the low shots, and the motors can handle that, no worries. So in summary, probably I'm going to sell my GlideCam. Will miss some of the features that I've used with it for many different events and shoots. But this guy is just very, very versatile, and I can imagine this is going to, obviously technology moves pretty quickly, so things are going to upgrade pretty quickly. But this is just so quick and reliable. You can get the shots that you visualize and flexible. So yeah, technology will get smaller and smaller and more compact and more powerful. So yeah, I'm going to go with the three-axis stabilizer, the Xeon Crane. So I hope you found this comparison useful, and if you have any comments, please let me know what you prefer, what you use, what lenses you use on these stabilizers, and if you have any recommendations. And if you have any interests in buying any of these gears, it would help me if you could use my Amazon affiliate link. I get a little commission from that, which will help me produce more videos to share my professional opinions on these things for my shoots and my work. So I hope that helps you out, and have a great day.